Okay, in these examples, we're supposed to write each decimal as a fraction or a mixed number in lowest terms. So we're going to try and figure out how the decimals and the fractions are related to each other. The key to these problems is just to read the number. Once you read the number, sort of, you can do it out loud or in your head. Once you read that number off, then the fraction is right there. So let's look at how this works. First we have this number 0.7. Well, remember, we read this as we just read the number. Since this is on the decimal side, we read the number and then the position or the place value. So this would be 7 in the tenths position, so it would read as 7/10. Now if I was going to write 7/10 in fractional form, that would be 7 over 10, 7/10. So that is how we write that fraction, that decimal in fractional form. This next one here says we have 0.33. So again, we read the decimal portion and then the place value. So this would be 33. This is the tenths and the hundredths position. So it's 33 hundredths. If we write that as a fraction, that would be 33 over 100, or 33 hundredths. That's exactly how that works. Now, here we have one that's going to be a little bit different. Not really, but it may seem a little different. Here's our decimal point. So we have a whole number portion and we have a decimal portion. So this reads as 31 and, our decimal is and, 99. This is the hundredths position. So 31 and 99 hundredths. If I write that as I say it, that's 31 and 99 over 100. That's writing it as a mixed number. So mixed numbers are only going to be ones that have a whole number part and then a fractional part or a decimal part. Okay, let's do this next one here. This next one says 4.008. So again, we have a whole number part, which is 4, and then we have 8. And what position is that in? That's in the tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So this is 4 and 8 over 1,000. Now this is not fully simplified. We should be able to simplify it more. And there are a couple of different ways that you can do this. If you just look at this and say, well, I know that 2 will go into both of them because they're even, you can do that. 2 goes into 8 4 times, and 2 goes into 1,500 times. But now 4 and 500 can still be reduced further. 2 will go into 4 2 times, and 2 will go into 500 250 times. And again, we could reduce that down. 2 goes into 2 once, and 2 goes into 250 125 times. So to write that in fully simplified form, it would be 4 and 1 over 125. We always want to reduce down our fractions as much as possible. Here we have 5 and 2 thousandths. 2 over 1,000. Now again, we need to reduce that down. 2 will go into 2 one time. 2 goes into 1,500 times. So in proper reduced form, this would be 5 and 1 over 500. And then lastly here we have 0.1. So since this is the decimal portion, we'd have to read it as 1 and then the place value, which is the tenths position. So this would be 1/10. Now we don't have to do any reducing here because this is already fully simplified.